Welcome to Talk About Coaching with us, Sherry Boone and Jamie Tenzer. We spend our days talking about coaching as we train and mentor coaches, and we've been doing this for over 20 years. We even talk about coaching when we're just chatting with each other. So we thought, why not record our chats and share them with you? Our goal is to share our expertise to help you on your journey to become a better coach. And we'll share ideas that you can take and try on to see if they work for you. We hope you'll find value, and if there's a topic you'd like us to talk about, please let us know. We can be reached at coachcachet.com. That's CoachCachet.com. We hope you'll enjoy today's Talk About Coaching. Hi again, Jamie. This is Sherry, and we're back with episode number 2 with Talk About Coaching. How are you doing today?
I am doing great, and I'm so glad we're able to do a part 2 on this because we barely scratched the surface in part 1.
That is true. Yeah. So just to review a little bit for everybody, on our part 1, we were talking about the Competency 3.6, which is partners with the client to reconfirm what they want to accomplish in the session. And, we went over a little bit about how to start that conversation, how to engage with the client at the beginning. We also talked about, what happens if the client has a little bit, not a super definable outcome. Maybe they say, I want more confidence, or I want to feel better. We talked a little bit about how to work with that, work with your client there. So maybe it's helpful, Jamie, if you could reread the competency for us, and then we can continue on with this conversation.
Okay, will do. So competency 3, and these are the ICF core competencies, is establishes and maintains agreements. And 3.6 is specifically partners with the client to identify or reconfirm what they want to accomplish in the session. And one of the things that I notice can be a little challenging is a client comes and they just, not only don't they know, but even after all your great questions and exploring and all that, they still don't know what they want to get from the session. And I wonder how you help your mentees with that if they face that.
Yeah, so I think that it's, you were talking earlier when we were talking offline, and you were explaining what you do in terms of remembering to go back or circle back to that, right? They may not have something clear at the beginning, and even though you've asked some questions about uncovering and unpacking what they're talking about, but if it's still not clear, after they've talked for a bit, you might want to circle back and say, so given all that, then what would be the real great takeaway for yourself for today? That kind of a question to remember, that it is good to circle back to that and not let them just get away with wandering off into the forest somewhere, right? So yeah, what else would you add to that, Jamie?
Well, I think I completely agree with that. And I also think that sometimes coaches can feel like, gee, if I keep asking that, then my client's going to be annoyed. I mean, I can't keep asking the same question. And,
yeah,
each conversation is different, and we can feel if our client is resisting those kinds of questions. So I say, just let that go for the time being. And then ask some other questions. And as you just said, come back to it, but have a sense of never giving up. It's sort of like, be relentless on that, but be gentle with it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think there's a lot to be said for that presence, that style that we each bring, and we're all different. The way we do it, and the way we engage with our clients, but it is about, yes, just accepting them, right? They're the client, they get to choose, but also knowing that it's important that they do identify something that so that they get the greatest value from the session.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Exactly.
right.
The other thing that I notice is that it can be a little challenging if it seems like what the client wants to accomplish in the session actually changes mid-session. And of course,
Yeah.
that happens a lot. I mean, I feel like sometimes it happens almost 50% of the time.
Mm-hmm.
And when I kind of look at that and look at why that's happening, it's actually, I think, really positive. It means that people are getting down to what actually is going to make a difference for them because of the discussion and the great questions and all that. But, you know, I try to help people notice when it's changing because it can be really subtle, right?
Right. Exactly. Exactly. And that just what you just said, help them notice it. How do we do that? Right. So it might be something like the coach might say, I noticed that at the beginning you said this. Now you're moving over here and really talking about this other thing. So what's most important here for you? And really just, again, reflecting back without any judgment, but just noticing that there was a change, there was a shift. Something is changing in the conversation. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I love that idea. Um, let's see.
Yeah.
What else happens when we're trying to help our clients with this, or our mentees? What are some of the other challenges that I'm thinking through the people that I've worked with and
Yeah.
how?
I think another one can be when, sometimes a client might come and they really have no idea, right?
Uh-huh.
They really, they're sort of, they really are not able to answer that question, what they want to have by the end, or even maybe what's important here. They really have no idea. So how does a coach handle that?
Mm-hmm.
And I think that can be something that's helpful to talk about, because that happens too. That does happen. People are busy, they jump onto their coaching session and they may be a little lost that day, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then what happens? What do you do as a coach when they are in that space? What do you think about that, Jamie?
Well, I think it's a great question. I think it can feel a little bit like deer in the headlights,
Yeah,
right?
right.
If for people who haven't faced that before. But the thing is, the whatever happens in the coaching session is, in my opinion, a benefit to the client. So
Mhm.
if all you get to, I mean, I've had clients show up, not only do they not know what they want to get from the session, they don't really know what they want to talk about,
Yeah.
something. And so if in 30 or 40 minutes you can help a client identify, slow down a little bit, ask good questions, look at what's happening, and just identify what would be even important to talk about,
Right.
that that is a huge benefit. So I guess what I try to impart to the mentees I have is to just partner with your client wherever they are. Ask your good questions, listen, reflect what you're hearing, and let it unfold.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I love that. Yeah, very nice. Good. All
Well,
right.
did we do it?
Maybe we've wrapped this one up. Yeah, at least
Okay.
at least hit some good high points, I think. Yeah,
Okay. All
fantastic.
right.
All right.
Okay. Have a great day.
You too. Take care. Bye.
Bye. We hope you're taking away a nugget or two that you want to try on as you coach your magnificent clients. As always, we invite your comments at coachcachet.com. Once again, that's COACHCACHET.com.